Quinoa. How to pronounce quinoa, jaba wookie quinoa. Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth. Welcome to another episode of Broke But Skinny. Cooking tips for chicks who could probably be competitive eaters, let's be honest, but want to look like supermodels from the 90s. What's up? Today I'm going to quickly show you how to quickly make the most perfect, fabulous, best quinoa ever that's fluffy and light and doesn't suck. So, stick around. I'm gonna show you how to do it. And yes, it's pronounced quinoa. Sorry about that earlier. I eat quinoa like all the time. It's a staple in my kitchen. I put it in like everything. There are so many amazing dishes that you can make with quinoa. You can toss it into just about anything. It's really, really versatile. But the best part about this little seed is that it is a complete protein, which means that it has all of the essential amino acids, whatever those are. It's a really healthy thing. It's an awesome protein for pretty much anyone if you're trying to slim down, lose weight, or just be healthy. And it's especially good for vegans and vegetarians who need more sources of complete protein in their diets. Not only that, but it's wheat-free and gluten-free, and it's low on the glycemic index, which means that it will help maintain a steady blood sugar level so you won't experience inflammation, you won't have premature wrinkles and be diseased and fat and sad and crazy mood swings. It's basically gonna save your life, and when it's not saving your life, it's gonna save your waist and your wallet. It's like a carb, but it's not really a carb, and it takes less time to cook than brown rice, so I pretty much use it as though it was rice in like every dish ever. So let's make some, let's get to it. So first things first, you're gonna get 1 cup quinoa and a little strainer, and rinse. And you're gonna rinse it. If you've made quinoa before and you didn't really like it, you thought it had kind of a bitter taste, it's probably because you didn't rinse it or rinse it enough. So you really gotta rinse it. Rinse it vigorously in a mesh strainer and then drain it thoroughly as best you can. And then you're just gonna toss it into a saucepan. But make sure that your pan or pot or whatever it is that you're using is big enough. Quinoa basically triples in size when you cook it. So 1 cup dry quinoa yields about 3 cups after you've cooked it. So make sure your pot can hold that. I have had quinoa explode and boil over on my stove, and you don't wanna have to deal with that. Toss the quinoa into a pot that's big enough for the amount that you're making, and then set it right on the stove and put it on sort of like a medium-low setting. This is a little secret tip. The heat will help the extra water that's left over evaporate and give your quinoa a really nice toasty flavor. Give it a quick stir, you don't need to leave it on there very long, and then I'll add the water. But before I do that, here's my secret little tip. Don't add all the water. I've been making quinoa for years, and in the beginning I would be a little bugged about the texture. I'd follow the directions, I'd Google it, I'd get advice from other people, and sometimes it would always end up a little mushy or squishy. I didn't want it to be gummy, I wanted it to be light and fluffy like it was when I would buy it at restaurants. Now here's the thing, typically when you make quinoa, you make it like you do rice with a 2-to-1 ratio. So that would be 2 cups water to 1 cup quinoa, for example. So what I do is I will just take some of the water out, like 1.5 to 1 3/4 cups water to 1 cup quinoa. It's like a 2-to-1 ratio, but I just take some of the water out. This helps give the quinoa, I find, a fluffier, lighter feel to it, especially if you rinse it before, because no matter what, you're still gonna have a little bit of moisture there. And I'm not kidding you, when I do this, my quinoa always turns out perfect, fluffy, light. It's the best. You will love it. Try it and let me know how it goes for you. So add the water to your quinoa, but not all of it, or whatever you want to do. Cover it, bring it to a boil, and then turn the heat down and let it simmer covered for like 12, maybe 13 minutes until all of the water has been absorbed. You'll know it's really done when that little germ is detached. The germ is basically that little squiggly, spirally looking thing. I don't know why they call it a germ, but that's what it's called. So anyway, when it's done cooking and all the water has been absorbed, keep it covered, turn the heat off, and move it off the burner. And you're gonna let it sit for 5 minutes. After that, lift the lid and fluff it with a fork, and that's it. It's perfect. A couple extra things to keep in mind when you're making quinoa. You don't always have to use water. You can use broth. And I've even thrown in a can of Rotel because I'm from Texas and it's good. You can also add some olive oil or salt and pepper. You can throw in some herbs. There's so many things you can do. Also, buy it in bulk. It'll save you so much money. And then when you get home, make it in bulk. That way, it's ready to go whenever you're just got a hankering for some quinoa. You'll save a lot of time by making a whole bunch at once, and just keep it in your refrigerator and have it available throughout the week. That's what I do. And it saves so much time because I put it into like everything. In another video, I'm gonna show you a whole bunch of different ways that you can make it and different dishes that you can put it in. And we're gonna make some quinoa bowls. It's gonna be delicious. So stick around for that. In the meantime, one quick and simple thing that you can do that's really easy is to just toss it with a little bit of olive oil, throw in some salt and pepper. If you've got garlic on hand, maybe add some of that. Some parsley is really yummy. You can just do that and it's perfect. You can also add feta or Parmesan. I mean, that's just like really simple, basic way to eat it. So many options. It's delicious. So let me know if you have any questions, and if you want to see more videos like this, give it a like and share it, and I'll make more of them. And click subscribe. Hit that little bell so you'll never miss out on any of my new content. See you soon. Perfect. Don't mind me, I'm just getting all of my essential amino acids. Excuse me. Come back and hang out with me. Sorry my mouth is full. I'm a lot of fun. Let's be friends.